Okay, so what you see on the board right now is our review. And so now it's time for our new stuff. All right, on page 17 of your interactive notebook, we are going to do conversions. This is different. This mole-to-mole conversion, we are now going to be looking at conversions that will actually, the number of moles can be different. I will say this, they will always be a whole number, but it might not always be 1 this time. Like everything we've done so far, it's always been equal to 1 mole. This is not the time that it'll be like that. So write this equation. CuO plus HCl Okay, there's your correct balanced equation. We did this earlier in our review. And so if you take the CuO plus 2 HCl's, when you're doing mole conversions, the only thing that really matters is the coefficient. So the important thing is to look at the coefficient. So let's look at the coefficient. For CuO, what is the coefficient for CuO? 1. What's the coefficient for HCl? 2. What about CuCl2? And water? This is going to be our mole ratio that we're going to use in order to solve our problem. To put it more simply, what this means is you have 1 mole of CuO to 2 moles of HCl to 1 mole of CuCl2 to 1 mole of H2O. You guys see that? Just looking at the coefficients, that is how many moles you have of each. So I'm going to write that down. For CuO, I have 1 mole. For HCl, I have 2 moles. For CuCl2, oops, I have 1 mole. And for water, I have exactly 1 mole. Yeah, that was a double replacement reaction that we did. We're looking at. Okay. So there's our conversions. Now, when you're converting things to moles, this is what we use for our conversion is right here. So we use this in the conversions, right? If I'm using this in my conversions, you guys understand where I got these numbers from? Yeah, from the coefficients in our equation. This will help us convert things from one unit to another. Let me give you an example. Let's start with, let's say we have 5 moles of CuO. And I want to convert that to moles of HCl. Now it's going to be incredibly important to start labeling like CuO, like moles of CuO, to put in those units on there to tell you what molecule you're dealing with, because you are going to be converting things from one to the other. And so to do so, you're going to need to put down what molecule you're dealing with. So we're going to convert 5 moles to moles of HCl. So we start off with 5 moles of CuO. Just like every other dimension analysis that we've done, you take the moles of CuO over here. What needs to go on the bottom of my equation in order to make this cancel out? Moles of CuO. It could be 1. It could be something else now. We're going to look at our table over here. You are right, by the way. But if I look at CuO, what is it equal to? 1 mole. So we're going to put 1 mole of CuO. What are we trying to convert it to now? Moles of HCl. And so in my conversion, 1 mole of HCl is equal to how many moles? Or sorry, 1 mole of CuO is equal to how many moles of HCl? 2. And so 2 moles of HCl will go there. Tristan. The stuff in here? Yeah. Okay, so you got so we're looking at in here in the box, CuO. Notice here the coefficient is 1. There's really no number there, but it means 1. Yeah. And HCl, there's 2, right? And the other 2 are 1, so 1, 2, 1, 1. Now, if I look at this, the moles of CuO cancel out. Now I have moles of HCl, which is what I want. I take 5 times 2. What do you get? 10. That's right. So we get 10 moles of HCl. Let's try one. Have you guys try one by yourself? If I have 6 moles of HCl, try to solve for moles of CuCl2. So I want you to find the moles of CuCl2 right now. How many moles of CuCl2 do you have? Try that on your own. Hi. Let's take a look at it. We have 6 moles of HCl, right? And so we put this into our dimensional analysis. What needs to go on the bottom? Moles of what? And how many do we have according to our equation? 2 moles HCl. What are we trying to convert it to that goes on top? CuCl2. How many do we have of those? 1 mole. These cancel out. We're left with moles of CuCl2. It's very good. Now I take some tough math here, 6 divided by 2, and the answer is 3 moles of CuCl2. Let's try one last problem and then we'll call it quits for the day. Let's take 5 moles of CuO. How many moles of water would you get? That's a tough one, isn't it? Be 5, yeah. Really easy, because you just have 1 mole CuO, 1 mole water, H2O. Here's some tough math. Josh, I'll let you do this one. 5 times 1?
5.
5, good. And divided by 1?
5.
Well, you got it. All right. So the answer is 5. Give you 5 moles of water, and that would be our answer, and that's the end of our notes. Write your summaries. Get ready to go. Oh, by the way, for your homework tonight, you've probably seen that video. If you didn't hear me, you've already looked at that video. If you haven't taken the notes, write them. If you have taken the notes, then you just need to look it over and kind of refresh your memory. What's it? Right there. On the Khan Academy, it says Balancing Chemical Equations. Sound good?
You go so fast.
I went too fast? Or do you want me to go over some more?
No, you're good. I understand. Well, I'm trying to write.
Yeah, that's the hard part. But